Hello, welcome back to Apple Vision Pro Explorations. Today I want to show you how you can use the iPad Pro workflow, which is this guy over here that's streaming into my Vision Pro. Normally I will just use the iPad over here without the iPad, without the Vision Pro. So this is an app called Feather3D, and I have this artwork, for example. So I doodle this using just the iPad, and then I need to export this artwork into the Vision Pro, which is over here, and the artwork needs to be in the usdz format. So if it's already usdz, you can just place it anywhere into the real world or into the environment. So I'm gonna show you that very quickly. First of all, so let's say I want to show it to you here, but I need to work on the iPad, so I'm gonna go full screen actually, more or less full screen, and then I will try to work here on the iPad. So let's go create a new document, and yeah, let's work this way. Make this a bit larger. Yeah, let's do this. So the way this works, this app is pretty simple once you understand how it works. But basically, you have this 3D space, and then you need to have Apple Pencil, and you need, if I go to the top view, and draw something. I'm creating some kind of reference wall or surface where I can paint on it. Now I'm gonna switch to different brush, change the color, gonna check the brush size. Just gonna make something abstract. You know the reference wall. Imagine a wall that's actually curvy like this, and then you just paint on it. It's pretty interesting that you can do that pretty easily. So it's pretty abstract. Just like, yeah, just random. And after you do this, if you're done, you tap X, and then we have this as a 3D artwork. It's nothing, it's not super impressive, but it's already 3D, and then you can make another one. So another wall, can paint on this. So Feather 3D seems like a simple app, but you could actually create really complex artwork this way without having to go into 3D, virtual 3D, like full 3D. You can do this on the iPad, which is really nice. Sometimes you want to do that, and then once you're done, you can export this out. Export as GLB. So first of all, export as GLB and then save into files. Need Face ID. Oh man. Save. Now I need to go. Oh, actually, export this as into the Nomad app, and in here inside Nomad, you can simply process these objects over here. Simply, all you need to do is simply to UV unwrap and then bake into itself, and then you export it out once again. Save to files, use Face ID, save, and once you do that, you can go to this app called Converter, and then choose the files. Need a Face ID once again. Oh man, I need to turn this off. Open it, convert it into usdz files. Convert, download, and hopefully okay, we actually have this as a 3D object now, and I can just send this into the Apple Vision Pro, and now suddenly we have the artwork in 3D ready to be shared and used. Yeah, pretty cool. In fact, I can go into real world, and yeah, I have the artwork as 3D object, but usually I go this way, and we can look at this, and then okay, Siri, change the environment to nighttime. Hey Siri, turn. Okay, we can do that. It's pretty cool. So this is the artwork from Feather3D now inside the Apple Vision Pro, and yeah, that's basically the workflow. Pretty simple. I mean, the Feather3D app should be able to, ideally should just export to usdz, but yeah, USDZ format can do more, but in this case, it's just an artwork that we have processed inside NomadSculpt. Now it's actually a 3D objects that we can share. Like I said, the Feather3D seems like a simple 3D app by itself. It's like a doodle in 3D, and then you are using the reference stuff. However, most of the time, maybe you don't want to do everything inside Apple Vision Pro, so this is one way to do it. Otherwise, if you really want to work in virtual space, use something like AirDraw, and you do something like this, which is of course in itself it's more fun. It's more fun to do this in 3D space, but sometimes for whatever reason you want to work on the iPad, and yeah, you just have to rely. I mean, you don't always need to wear your Apple Vision Pro, and yeah, most of the time, if it's getting tiring to work inside Apple Vision Pro, you can just still use the iPad Pro or the iPhone or Mac. So the Vision Pro is always great for presentation, I guess, because you can look at the real world. You can place this thing in real world and talk about it. You can go around it, but you need some kind of space, like maybe private space, even just like an empty space, like a closed room. In fact, I think abandoned places, like if we go out there into the nature, like no one is there, but you can actually do some 3D using Vision Pro. That's kind of like an ideal space, as long it's safe, for you, and safe environment for you to work in 3D space, in spatial. It's pretty ideal, right? So that's pretty much what I want to talk about. Hopefully it's useful. I'll see you in the next video. Thank you. Bye.